the beginning of 2019, we came all together and my parents decided that we would have no rules for an entire year. So that was kind of crazy.
They shared in the past video what they felt like with that year, and now we're going to share our perspective on it.
Some of the more positive things that I felt like happened because we had no rules were that it kind of brought us closer together because we were able to decide things together, and that meant like, I don't know, everyone had a say. And we had to get together and agree on things.
Yeah, that was kind of mixed, I feel like, because it made it a lot more complicated because everyone had to listen to everyone instead of my mom and dad just being like, bam. Some of the things they were just like, bam, but most of the stuff we would have like a 30-minute meeting deciding one thing.
Were they like, bam?
There was a lot of freedom. Yeah.
There was, freedom was really nice. That like was like a feeling I've never had before, really, of just like not having any decisions made that were out of my control. Everything was in my control.
Well,
but it didn't also feel really good, actually. Like, I was a little, when there was rules, I was like, didn't really care about anything. I was just thinking about having fun, basically. And now I was just thinking like, okay, what do I want to do with my life, basically? Because like, it's super hands-off with parenting, like with everything. So it was like thinking like an adult. Like, I remember a year ago, I had no idea. Like, I was wondering like, what would it be like to be an adult, basically? But now I know it's like not just having fun and everything. There's like fees and jobs and all of these things that suck.
Yeah, the self-motivation was really hard to learn in the beginning of the year, and I think I still struggle with it, but we weren't like, before it was not optional to go on like a run. It wasn't optional to work out or not. If you agreed to do it, you had to do it. We had certain chores every single day that we had to do. When we had no rules, we had those things, but we like kind of all agreed on like the schedule, which was kind of a pain because like no one wanted to do anything really. Yeah, but it was definitely interesting seeing like, if I wasn't told to do something, would I still do it because it was just good for me.
yeah, I think with the runs and stuff, there was a lot of resentment, like when we were made to go on runs, but like they like wanted to do it, but I didn't like being forced to do it. And then when we first like didn't have any rules, I was like really excited. But then I started, I don't know, I like really wanted it, but it was so hard to get myself to just do it and go on the run because I had a choice. So that was a big difference. Now we're gonna get CPS called for us. Okay.
I think it was a little different for me because like I was older, so it didn't seem like much of a difference, except for instead of like, I don't know, I feel like there was a lot of rules still because every time we didn't do something, we got charged for it. I don't know if that's like counts, but it feels like.
One of the hardest things for me was probably, I felt like it was a huge change, and then also there was so much chaos, and there still is like a lot of chaos, but it was just like everyone had their own agenda. Everyone was like just like doing what they thought was best for themselves, and so it was like there was no overruling schedule, so there was like not really anything to follow. So that was like really hard for me the first couple weeks to figure out, like, I don't know,
Ian wanted the rules the most out of everybody back, so pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, in the beginning, I was like so confused when my mom and dad brought it up. I was just like, why?
I really liked the retreat we did in the beginning of the year. That was really nice.
Yeah.
We established everything.
But nothing really happened.
There are also like a lot of opportunities this year that like opened up when I was thinking that way of oh, what could I do? Like, we went on the Washington trip, and I don't think that would have happened.
Yeah,
if
that was fun.
there was rules. Yeah,
There
that
you
was
go.
that was really nice.
I feel like it just sped along, or like gave us a really big taste for you guys especially, but since I'm already an adult, technically it's like there, of just like, oh, this is what it's gonna be like when you're an adult. And I think that's pretty valuable actually, just to like, because I feel like a lot of kids and like all of us really looked forward to it in a way, and in a way it is nice, but it's also like not all that it sounds like or feels like it's gonna be, which is just freedom.
Okay, now, would we recommend this to someone?
Would I recommend this? I feel like it depends on the ages of your kids, because I feel like if they're too young, it doesn't even matter.
Or the
really.
environment.
Or it doesn't matter in the right ways.
I feel like this type of, like, even this idea, even if it's not, like, under the same, like, oh, no rules, like, it could be, like, you're allowed to...
More relaxed rules.
Well, it's not even about, like, the rules. I feel like it's more about, like, just, like, the people becoming their own, like, selves.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone gets to that point in their life, whether it's, or at least should, I think everyone should get to the point where they're making their own decisions in their life. But, I mean, it's, like, up to you, like, when and where that happens, I guess.
It's up to the parent for a while, though. And,
Yeah.
like, I feel like this could very well help it along.
I don't know, like, how... I do think that the no rules thing was a big change. It's, like, hard to see now because we've been doing it for so long that we don't, like, remember, or at least I don't remember super, like, what it was like. But, I don't know, I feel like, yeah. Well, I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, I agree with that. Becoming your own person thing is very helpful, but there could be... The only thing I could see, like, I think that's really true. The only thing I could see, like, ruling that is if, like, there's just some, like, parental or, like, problems you have that, like, are more important than the kid becoming their own person. And it depends on the kid's personality, of course. Like, for Rainier and Filia, mostly Rainier, it was, like, kind of hard. There being no rules because he just did a lot of whatever he wanted. And, like, we were all, like, just... Like, what? Like...
No, he had rules.
Like what?
Barely.
Like going to bed.
When?
No, he would not
Yeah, going to bed before
My mom would
lunch.
go to bed, and then
Yeah.
he'd just get up, and then just, like, stay up till, like, 1. And then
At
go
the beginning
to
of the
class.
year, it was really bad actually, because I was like playing a lot of video games, sleeping in mostly.
But then you quit them by yourself, right?
Yeah, which
Like only a month after.
Which I think.
That was really good, or that was really impressive. I didn't think you were.
Well, yeah, it was, and like it did teach me like to set my own boundaries instead of having my parents set them for me, and then like preparing me to set them by myself.
Yeah.
When I turn
They're
18.
not always
Because if
gonna
they
be
set
there.
them, then you like don't like it. You're resentful about it. But if you
Yeah, and I like don't hate my parents for it, but like you know, I want to play video games. It makes me want to even more play more video games. Yeah, so towards the end of the year, it got better for me, learning my lessons and stuff. But it was basically like a mini city here, I guess. Like they came up with fees. My parents are basically like taxes and everything. But like if you don't show up on time, and we had jobs too, like editing jobs and chores, just to keep the house running, even though like there's no rules. But if you don't like do your job on time, then you're gonna get a fee basically.
Basically, like we're paying rent. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And,
There's a
yeah.
price for things if you don't. Yeah.
So
I feel like overall we learned a lot, but I feel like that's because of our situation, and every situation is different. Like the way that we're living now could be the way that people are already living, and their rules are probably different. So I can't really say whether I would recommend it to someone. I mean,
as a general
yeah,
thing.
for us it seemed to work pretty well, but it was very interesting. Do you have any more life updates to share with us?
do you have any-
Apparently, there's a gas leak in the house, and you need to call a plumber.
Oh yeah, and
No.
and the new house thing. That was really cool.
Yeah, but that wasn't really a
nothing
part
to
of
do
it.
with
That's not
no
about really the new.
Kind of is.
I feel like I know more about the new house than Eden does.
Yep.
Shabbat shalom.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching.
No.
We're all super sick, so that's why we're.
Not sick anymore.
Hope you have a good
Weekend.
whatever day this was released on, and
Have a good weekend.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
shalom.
shalom.